And we're back with more Jade Empire. So we're talking to this nice old lady here who's still on this DT house, and then we telling him whatever.
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Zhong came along with his writ. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ.
Oh, man.
I'm sure the land belongs to Master Zhong. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Zhong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ.
Kind of it's fake.
Talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Still a fine tea house? Man, the voice acting in this is really good. So what we're gonna do? I'll talk to him later. Gonna talk to these patrons.
Oh, Mother Quan has nothing now. She should have grabbed herself a husband when she had the chance.
Jesus.
My cousin disappeared last month. Nobody knows for sure, but I bet the pirates took it.
So, before we officially deal with this whole issue, let's explore the tea house a bit more. There's Rue, he's drunk.
I may be hero. That'll show him. Well, that'll show him all.
They'll stay.
I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine!
Bring me more
Bring me
wine.
more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
Young one.
Those sailors are the worst. They're rude and crude, and they don't keep their hands to themselves.
Oh boy. And there's the sailors. Let's talk to one.
Captain Ing says we can't come to the tea house, but I don't listen to him anymore.
Alright.
You bringing me a drink? No. Then go away.
Go away.
Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here.
No, it's just your fault that you're being douchebags, whatever. Oh, here's that one guy.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
Oh, he's not kind at all. So, who are you?
I'm nobody important. Nobody at all. And I have nothing to say to you.
You can't be mean like that, damn sorry.
Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase our mistakes. Sorry can't change the past. Nothing. It's not important. Not anymore. Just leave me alone.
Leave Zhong alone.
Zhong, back with me to the farm.
No. Zhong not want to go home. Zhong doesn't want to see orcs.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhong.
No. Leave Zhong alone, or Zhong get angry and smash things.
No. Please don't, Zhong. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhong bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now. I am Dong Ping, Zhong's employer. Zhong works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Guess I'll talk to him? Yeah.
You will? I must warn you. Zhong is, well, is very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful.
Please be
Zhong, the
careful.
ox carrier, came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I need to talk. Anybody else I need to talk to around here? More sellers.
That waitress is a fine-looking wench, ain't she? Well, doesn't like sailors much, though.
Okay. Sailor, yeah.
They're rude and crude.
Captain Ing says we can't come to the tea house.
Right.
If it wasn't for the pirates, I'd have left long ago. But I don't want to get caught and sold into slavery.
Jeez.
They say the ruins are haunted. I wonder if it's true.
What is jerk?
Mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
I guess yeah.
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness, ergo I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery. I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship, a wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
Jesus, maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience, not when I deserve so much more.
Yeah.
I understand your desire to seek elucidation from one whose vocabulary is elevated above the grunts and squawks of the general rabble inhabiting this town. However, I'm in no mood to converse with you, not while my heart bears the weight of my great burden.
Just going to ignore this and I'll be going.
Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Let's talk to Zhong.
Go away.
Go away.
I don't want to speak to you.
Well, you're a big one, aren't you? I guess I'll say this.
Zhong kill ox. Zhong too strong, too rough with ox. Zhong not want to hurt ox. Zhong only playing. Now Zhong cries for ox. Ox like to play with Zhong. Ox like it when Zhong throw her in the air and catch her. Zhong missed. Zhong dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhong's friend. Zhong killed a friend and now Zhong is bad. Master have other ox. Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhong. Yes! Master needs my muscle. How else will he get second oxing bath? You have been nice to Zhong. Zhong like you. Zhong hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhong. Let's go home.
Zhong coming. Zhong go home now.
Thank you for getting rid of that.
There you go.
thing. Business is bad enough without that ogre scaring away my customers. Here's a little something to thank you. It's not much, but it's about all I can afford these days.
Yeah, you got some open palm points. So sweet. I'm gonna get to him later. Because I don't think I'm strong enough to deal with his whole quest thing. But whatever. I guess we'll go with the main side quest in this tea house. Which is dealing with the ownership.
Hello again, a salutatorious greeting and welcome. I'm gonna be the best barkeep in Tien's Landing, as soon as Three Sheets Dutong turns this place into a tavern. I would rather have kept my old job, but Dutong's in charge now. He says I have to practice giving out wine and advice so I can become a real barkeep, just like the ones in the Imperial City. That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house, waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Okay, so I guess we can just do this now.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.